Kia ora everybody, my name is Ruth and I hail from the North Island, and when I come down here, before I gave my life to Jesus, life was a mess, crazy, chaotic, I was depressed, I was abused, the abuser, domestic violence was like an everyday thing for me, drugs and alcohol, life of crimes, the list goes on and on and on and on, but it was really bad, and I knew things needed to change because my kids were starting to get brought up in the same atmosphere that I was creating and I was allowing them to be in. So it was crazy. So, yeah.
True.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, it's not actually awesome, but
Yeah.
the next part is awesome. Hey.
Yeah.
We've got to keep it positive up here.
Awesome.
So, how did you come to give your life to Christ?
Like my mum, she's always been a Christian, and my dad was kind of the drinker at home. So we had a clash between both worlds. So we kind of grew up in it, but we grew up, my dad at the pub, my mum at church on Sunday, and then we'd go get my dad and bring it home. And so there was a bit of mixture there. But myself, I came down to Nelson 4 years ago, and I was in this women's refuge for 3 months, and I met Nah. Yeah, and then I was on my way to town to do a big shop, and it's quite funny because I was talking to Elder Shaz about this on Friday, and I said, she's like, what's a shop? And I said, I was going to go fill up the trolley and get me and my kids some stuff, and she's like, okay, so how are you doing that? I said, you fill up your trolley with whatever that you want, and then you kind of look at the security guard and you say like, have a good day, and they're like, you too, and you just walk out. And she was like, whoa, like that's some hard out stuff. And I was like, yeah. So anyway, I didn't end up doing that day, but because I heard this thumping noise, and I was like, oh wow, that sounds amazing. So I thought there must be a church because it's Sunday. So I went to the church down the road. It definitely wasn't that church, and so I came back out and I heard it again, and then I followed it all the way down here. And so when I got here, it wasn't as loud as I heard it down the road. Like I heard it so clear, and I knew like, oh, this must be God, because I walked in and I just felt the power of God, and I pretty much gave my heart that day. Like, Nah was like, come up to the stage, pastor in a shiny suit, and I was like, okay, how can you not resist the Lord in a suit like that? So, gotcha.
Hey, this guy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
with all that past, what has life like been since giving your life to Christ?
It's been awesome. So, man, I think that was 4 years ago, but I'm still getting victories today. Yep. So I've got almost got all of my kids back. So I lost my oldest daughter, and sis turned up for my son at the hospital, and then when I had my girl Karangatia, they were waiting, for the same things, interviewing me before I went into the hospital. So it was like all these things like that, like I'm just starting to conquer them now, and that's through Man Up and Legacy, or Legacy for me, just being able to be open about things that happened to me in the past, or I just felt like saying I was a bad mum. That was enough to get me free in the area, because I got people around me that were good mums and good parents, and so I've got my kids back, except one, but she's on her way. Just drug and alcohol free, domestic violence free over the last 4 years since I've been here. It's been victorious, just the people that I've been around and stuff like that, just full of fire, and I encourage any new believers that, I feel like if you're finding it hard, just stay connected, stay close to the fire. Our pastors, our leaders, and our elders, they've been a big part of my testimony, and I think you can get so far and then kind of just feel stuck. You can push through that stuckness. We don't have to stay at this ground level. We can rise above, and keep rising, keep being blessed. So life's been a walking blessing. It's definitely true what pastor says, what walks in the parents runs in the kids. My kids are thriving now, even my thank you, my oldest daughter, I don't have her here, but she's thriving as well, so you do the hard work here and now, and with the time that you have now, and man, your kids just prosper. So I'm really grateful, and I'm thankful for my church and all of you guys that are here that have been a part of my testimony. So awesome. Yeah, awesome. Cool.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Wasn't me. Now that's a shining example of a changed life.